Welcome to Unleashed Podcast, where all are welcome. Now, here is your host, Pup Twigs.
Hey everyone, Pup Twigs here, Orlando, Florida, and on another episode of Unleashed. And joining me, another local person is Abram. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I am so glad that I finally got to get you on here and stuff. It's been a while, but season 4 is for everybody. So I want to find out first thing is, can you share a little bit about your journey and what being part of the LGBTQIA plus community means to you?
Well, the journey is pretty simple. First of all, this was never an easy thing for me because back when I was in Mississippi and all that, I basically was strapped to a more Pentecostal lifestyle of doing things. That pretty much
Mhm.
means what my parents and what the church needed out of me in the Pentecostal church. That's basically how I was.
Okay.
Um, Being able to now just live my life the way how I like and not have to worry about their opinions and not have to do everything exactly the way how the church wanted me basically to do was actually everything that I basically could have dreamed of and wanted. It also brought me a little bit out my comfort zone and shell. So it basically just means the world to me that I now can just live my life, reach out to others that need the encouragement to step out on faith and do what they need to do as a gay person or as a gay bear. Yes, I'm a chaser. I like my big boys. I like my leather boys. The reality of it is that if you step out on faith and follow your heart, no matter what people are saying about you or no matter what those, I guess you could say those family people are saying too as well. I mean, it opens you up to a lot more when you just follow your heart and do what you need to do. That's basically what the community means to me as a whole. It's just being able to step out, come out of those comfort zones, and just being able to be who you are as a real person.
Oh, and yeah, I agree. And I've known you for quite some time, and we see each other out every now and then, and it's just uh it's just great just being able to live our life the way we want to live it.
Yeah. Sometimes it has its days, as I said before, because being brought up in the Christian faith and the Christian reality is that, you feel like, oh my God, God is really not appreciating all this. But at the end of the day, you have to basically teach yourself and grow yourself and also know too that God is for everyone. He doesn't have his picks and chooses about who you are as a person. So he made us all unique. That's basically the standing point for that situation.
If we were all the same, this would be a boring place.
God, yes.
Well,
Makes it very unique.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, if you could leave our listeners with one message, about love, acceptance, and just being true to yourself, what message would you want to leave them?
Pretty simple. Um, Everyone is different. I always enjoy life with the fact that everyone is different. You're not going to be able
Hmm.
to change someone just because of the way how you feel about that person. And you're most definitely not going to be able to change people because of the way how you just want things to be. Enjoy the fact that there's different types of people. The biggest thing that I think that I've learned in the bear community, being a big part of them now, is bears. There's tons and tons and tons of categories of the bears. There's so many of them. So instead of just being in this one situation, allow yourself to basically just get to know every single person or every characteristic there is about the community as a whole.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, what advice would you give someone who is just now starting to embrace themselves? I mean, it could be embracing that they're needing to come out of the closet or wanting to. It could also be starting to embrace their maybe getting into the leather community like you recently have.
Well, it's very simple. First of all, they have to do it at their own speed. We
Yeah.
can't force them into doing this. I can remember the times I've talked to you about the pub community. I was like, great. So when you give someone their own space and their own speed to actually walk into something that's very new, it basically allows them to step back and to figure out if there's something they really would like to do. At the end of the day, I've always said this, there's some type of special instrument, or should I say, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, it's hilarious. there's always a wild side of all of us. Always. We could sit here and run from it all day long. I can remember talking to my mother about the wild side and her boys and my father. I flat out told her one day, I'm like, if you're thinking that, we're 24, like literally 24/7, I'm sorry, quiet to ourselves, that's not the case because there's
Yeah,
always a wild side in all of us. So therefore, the advice that I would give is never be afraid to tap into that side. You owe no one no apologies when it happens. At the end of the day, just be who you are.
yeah, I agree with you. Well, do you have a favorite memory of a Pride event that you've attended?
It happened recently. I actually got the opportunity. It was my second year to march with Walt Disney World. I think I told you about it. With it being my second year, about my trio now. It's three of me. It's myself, it's Michael, and it's also Dylan. For some odd reason, I had this gut feeling in my gut that they was not going to be able to make it. But then there was
Hmm.
also my friend Anthony that was in town as well. So when you march in these parades and give back to the community, you always want your loved ones there, no matter whether it's basic family or just I call them made family. My basic family back in Mississippi, they're not really here a lot to support me because that's just the way how I made my life or whatever, which I'm very, very happy that they finally accept me. But at the end of the day, my main my maid family was actually there supporting me for the entire parade. They
Yeah.
actually was there from beginning to end, which was very funny to me. I had no clue that it was all of them. I'm literally marching down, and I look toward the right, and there's literally every single person I had just counted, literally, and an extra one. The extra one was a shock because it was Michael's friend. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I should cry, if I should grab him. So literally, I ended up actually jumping out of the parade. The parade actually came to a complete halt because I'm like, I have to catch them. I'm sorry, guys. My other friends was behind me. We're all hugging each other. I'm like trying to keep from like crying and in tears and everything. I was like, okay, I have to go. But I think the messed up part about being able to step out of line was I had nothing to give them. This is the one time that Disney basically cut back on their budget. Normally we have the fans, we have all this stuff. Dude, I literally just had Skittles to throw at them. I'm like, are you serious right now? So it was a touching moment at the end of the day because I got to see them all. The only disappointment was it was just Skittles. I was like, the moment I've been waiting for forever, and I just have Skittles in my hands.
Well, that is awesome. Yeah, and I agree with you. I love the parade, and I've been in it many times and love it.
But
Well,
if I could go back to that particular time, I would actually tell myself that that time need to be replayed 50 million times because it's a day that I will never forget. I mean, it was Dylan's first time being out there. Dylan had basically just got into the gay scene. Also, it was Michael's first time being out there as well. He had just acknowledged to everyone that he's ready to be himself. So, I mean, it was a touching moment to see.
that is awesome. Well, what misconceptions about, our community do you wish more people would understand?
Well, that's easy. Really easy. We have all these different things that we tap into in the gay community. And
Mhm.
for the longest time, since I gotten very serious with it, man, I'm going to be honest with you. One, I wish that people will stop like making me explain myself about my sexual lifestyle and all that good jazz. Like
Yeah,
the reality of it is this. I mean, first of all, especially as a gay man, I think people just need to go ahead and admit it. First of all, the man is stubborn. The man wants what he wants. And at the end of the day, with us being stubborn men, just let us enjoy our sex and call it a day.
yeah,
That's basically the whole misconception altogether because we've been judged for that. We've also been judged for the fact of, oh my God, you guys are just a bunch of whores. You do this, you do that, you're all in the bars. I mean, all this is here for us to just be able to enjoy ourselves and just be who we are at the end of the day. So the misconception about the sex is the biggest one. It's like now, believe it or not, you're going to be shocked about this. I don't actually have to explain myself that much about it anymore. It used to be a time when people would see my photos online and everything. The first thing I would have to do is message certain ones and be like, "Oh my God, I just did this." I don't have to do any of that. Now they're like, can we join you?
Yeah.
And these are actually straight people telling me this. So the reality of it is that when people open up and just let people just be real about who they are and stop
Yep.
trying to be like, oh my God, you have to do everything by the rule book, the
Hmm.
misconception is going away with that entire issue.
Oh yeah, I will agree with you on that. Well, now we're going to find out. I mean, I know you, but I don't know you. If you could instantly master one talent right now, what talent would you want?
But believe it or not, I used to be a dancer. I was a dancer for about over 15, 16 years. What made me retire is choreography. I cannot do choreography to save my life.
Really?
Put me in a club all day long. I could sit there, grind, dance on you, do all sorts of little moves, the whole 9 yards. I actually tried out for Go-Go Boy recently, didn't get it because of the whole master with choreography and combining the two. At the end
Hmm.
of the day, if I could learn something, it would be how to master choreography. That way I can actually get back into my dancing skills.
Okay, that's good. I like that. What has been one of your proudest moments so far?
Um, Believe it or not, this is where I think you're gonna be completely shocked. It's not anything I'm ashamed of anymore, but my proudest moment actually is when I left my marriage.
Oh yeah.
The reason of that being is because the marriage is what got me to Orlando. He knows it, I know it. We never sugarcoat the entire thing or whatever. Because when I got to Orlando, I had nothing. I just had him. So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, the more I grew in Orlando and the more I was becoming Abram, the more and more I was growing, I honestly thought that he was going to grow with me. I did. We
Hmm.
had it all. We had the house. We had everything figured out. Everything was going perfectly. And when the pandemic happened, that's when things just started to change with me as a person. Like my career at Disney was taking off. I was becoming to be more a man. And I'm not gonna even lie to you, I was actually becoming more of a slut. So there's no denying what was going on and what he wanted out of the relationship I couldn't produce anymore. So I had the choice to actually sit there and do what most gay people do. We sit there and we're like, do we keep our happy life? Do we lie to the person? Do we try and figure all this out? Or do we step out on faith and make the change?
Hmm.
I stepped out on faith and made the change. It scared him. It did. He was like, you're not going to be able to do any of this by yourself. I was like, watch me.
Yeah.
I basically left with nothing. I had to start completely over, had to have new roommates, the whole 9 yards. But at the end of the day, it was my proudest. It shocked the hell out of my mother. It did. Because she was like, you had it all. You literally had the house, you had like the happy life, you was happy, and you literally left all that to just be you. I said, I did. I was like,
Yeah.
it was time. I basically couldn't hold back anymore who I was actually becoming and developing. It actually advanced me more with my Disney career as well because he was not as supportive as I would have liked for him to have been with my Disney career as well. And as
Hmm.
far as the gay community taking off the way how it did in my life when it happened, I mean, mind blowing because I went from this quiet person to now walking into a room and then there's 50 million people knowing me and all that. Like, I never thought I would see any of this. And it actually was something that I didn't really ask for. It just kind of happened. But the encouragement on that is, with it being my proudest moment, never let anyone hold you back from being who you truly are as a person. Whether it's, unfortunately, in some cases, it could be a gay relationship, it could be a straight relationship, whatever. But it
Hmm.
was my proudest moment because I stepped out on faith and I did what I had to do.
You and I are a lot alike in that aspect because that was one of my proudest moments too, is when I got my divorce from my wife at the time and came out all at the same time. That was my proudest moment, even though it hurt her a lot, but yeah, it was my proudest moment. So, well, now we're going to find out about any celebrity crushes that you have had or still have.
Technically, I don't have many celebrity crushes because at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. The fame looks pretty. You're looking at TV and you're like, oh, that looks really good and glamorous. Why is that not me? So,
And that, and that's cool too.
At the end of the day, if I have to pick a crush, um, Noah's Ark, Daryl Stevens, just because of the way how he looks,
Okay.
how mature he looks, and what he looked like in the show. I'm sorry. If a guy can put on a set of earrings like that and have his hair that way and still look that freaking sexy, okay, I want it. Like, I'm sorry. I remember when that show came out, I took notes of that. I was like, okay, this is kind of hard to watch. 'Cause I'm getting turned on just watching him.
Yeah.
It was like every move he made was like so fierce and so fearless. It's like, I wonder what that's like in bed.
Yeah.
So
Well, now I find out if you are a singer at all. Do you go out and do karaoke or anything?
I actually, believe it or not, used to be in an all black church choir. I actually grew up in one. Can I hold a tune and hold a note? If there's no background behind me, you're not getting me to sing, period.
Okay. Do you have a go-to song if you had the background?
So if I had a go-to song, it would be actually a I had the song on tip of my tongue. Oh my God. Oh my God, how did I forget that? Actually, okay, now I remember. It would be I Have Nothing.
Okay.
And Jennifer Hudson would have to sing it.
Okay.
That would be my go-to song. When I had my moments where I basically would lose everything or whatever, especially like the terrible relationships that I ended up in,
Yeah.
that was a song that I would actually just go to listen to. The bad news is now that I've improved, it's like thousands of songs in my head, but my actual go-to song would be I Have Nothing by Jennifer Hudson.
Okay. Awesome. Well, over the years, what challenges have you faced and how have you been able to overcome them?
Financial challenges. Um, in this community in Orlando, um, I'm not gonna lie to you, everything's freaking expensive. There's just no way of putting it. Um, the only way how I basically managed myself and how I handled it was do the best that I can to keep the hours going at work and to push harder until there's no
Hmm.
more you can push. At the end of the day, we stay in an expensive town. There's no denying that.
Yes.
Um, but my dad has always told me, that's why I really appreciate him. The first thing that came out of his mouth was, you're going somewhere where you're gonna have everything that you need. I came from a town, Jackson, Mississippi. We had nothing but restaurants and collard
Hmm.
greens. That was it.
Yep.
So the reality of it is that when you have it all, unfortunately, you have to basically sometimes do things that you don't want to have to do or whatever. And sometimes it means scaling back, just a little, not much. What I mean
Yeah.
by just a little is sometimes you have to just take that one day out of the month, the once every other month, and be like, okay, I have to really scale back and just watch the money, or otherwise it's going to put me in a situation to where, hey, this is due, hey, that's due, or believe it or not, I actually had an issue where my wages got garnished because things just went so out of whack. But at the end of the day, the encouragement that I like to give on anyone is don't stop enjoying your life over the bills, because the moment you do that, you just defeated yourself of basically just enjoying yourself as a whole. I mean, go out, enjoy yourself, but every now
Mhm.
and then scale back. Simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Well, last question. Do you have an icon or a role model that you learned from?
I do. Believe it or not, this is very emotional to talk about because I told him this and he's still in shock. My role model is actually the guy that is over Bears of Central Florida.
Oh,
His
really?
name is Jake. The reason why he's my role model is because Jake and I are very much so alike. The things that he do with promotional stuff and the things that he do with the Bear Crews and all that good jazz, I think that it's amazing. But at the end of the day, when you open him up and crack him open, he's a normal person.
Yeah.
I remember I went out to eat with him one time and I had told myself, I was like, this guy is just about as normal as they come. I mean, it's like, how on earth is he able to do all this with being this simple-minded person?
Hmm.
So the reason why I look up to him as great as I do is because He admitted right off the bat that he's human. He has flaws. He makes all the mistakes in the world. But at the end of the day, what I loved about him was he's still able to produce and get everything that he needs done. He's also a huge advocate for Bear Jamboree as well. So he's able to
Mm,
do all this stuff, but at the end of the day, he's human. I take note of that pretty much each chance I get, each time I talk to him. He got his
awesome.
house. He's doing great. I mean, he has his husband. I mean, he has a happy life. So I think that that's why he's my role model, is that because he's human, but he's still able to get everything he needs done.
Yeah. Well, good, good. Well, if someone sees you on here and wants to reach out to you, how is the best way to get in touch?
The easiest way to find me is through my messenger on Facebook. It's under Abram Turnage. I am the only Abram Turnage on Facebook. If you was to put it in, it will literally come up very easily. That's how most people find me. I think you know
Okay.
about my Disney Facebook group, Positive Disney. I have people that message me directly from there to my messenger.
Okay.
Some of the bears in the community, which I started to reach out to them and do things with them as well. If they need me or whatever, they actually message me on there as well. So my messenger would be the easier spot.
Okay. All right. Well, any last words before we sign off of here?
Thank you. Not nervous as I was. Actually, I think what it was that first of all, it was you. I laughed about it when you asked me. I was like, Jeff. I just froze. It just threw me off that it was you. But no, you're very easy to talk to and all that good jazz. I think that's why it threw me off.
Well, awesome. Well, it's always good to talk to you. I enjoy getting to sit and talk with you anytime we can. So, but I will let you go and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. You know I'm around, so hit me up. And I do know
Yes.
about that puff thing coming up, so hopefully I can
Oh,
catch
yeah.
you guys.
Okay.
All right. Be good.